You are watching KAVU 25 News Now weekends at 5:30. This is breaking news from 25 News Now.
1977 to 1980. Was known for his humanitarian work and focus on civil rights, winning a Nobel Peace Prize in 2002. He was also a Navy veteran. Reporters say Carter died peacefully in Georgia home. Carter was the oldest living former president before his death. ABC will pay respect to President Carter with a special edition program on his life at 9 p.m. tonight. A Texas organization is preparing for their annual population count for homeless individuals. 25 News Now reporter Trenton Whiting has more details about this upcoming event. Trenton.
Thanks, Amaya. The Texas Homeless Network is preparing for their annual point-in-time count on January 23rd in the new year. The PIT count is somewhat of an annual census of unhoused individuals in the community. Each city participates by looking to homeless encampments and support shelters to get an accurate count of the homeless population. They look to use the data to estimate local needs, secure funds, and provide missing services to give support for those homeless individuals. They're looking for volunteers or residents interested in more information to visit the Texas Homeless Network and fill out a PIT info form. Amaya, back to you.
Thank you so much, Trenton, for that information. A reminder for residents in Refugio County, the Sheriff's Office has issued a clear reminder. Rocket and missile type fireworks are prohibited for sales or use in the county. This decision follows an official order aimed at minimizing fire risks due to ongoing drought conditions. Officials urge residents to exercise caution when celebrating this New Year's Eve and remind everyone to use only permissible fireworks. Violation could lead to Class C misdemeanor charges. The Sheriff's Office emphasized your safety is our priority. Let's celebrate responsibly and make it safely to 2025. Now it's time to check in on our weather with First Warn Storm Team meteorologist Trey Miney. Trey.
Yeah, on the outside, even though we had some rain the last couple of days, still very dry, a lot of dry vegetation out there. So if you're planning to shoot any fireworks, you may want to hold off on that because it easily could start a fire. So letting you know. And as we get closer in time, we'll take a look at the temperature. A nice sunset this evening in around the Golden Crescent region with clear skies, 79 degrees. So falling pretty rapidly after the sun goes down with the fog is anticipated in the morning. Any rain chances this week? What about your New Year's forecast? How's it looking? It looks a little bit cooler. I'll tell you that much. We'll give the details coming up later on in the full forecast. Amaya?
Thank you so much, Trey. The Victoria County Public Health Department is hosting an information session on winter storm preparedness as states enter the colder parts of winter. Texans may remember Winter Storm Uri in 2021. Homes across the state faces power outage that left families without heat during the storm. The health department is holding storm preparedness sessions with the emergency coordinators Ralph Montes. The first meeting is January 16th at 5 p.m. in the Public Health Department classroom. The next meeting is January 30th at the 10 a.m. in the Victoria Public Library. A powerful tornado tore through Brazoria County on Saturday afternoon, leaving a path of destruction in its wake, even claiming the life of one.
Ripped through Brazoria County Saturday afternoon. The strong storm killing one adult and injuring 4 others. A path of destruction now left in its wake.
Still in shock, and you start trying to just let it sink in.
Anna Peterson and her family cleaning up this mess off Highway 35 in Alvin. Her fifth-wheel trailer stripped down to its base after the intense winds yanked it from the concrete and tossed it onto the property next door.
I heard it, and the back door flew open, and I told my husband run, and we hid in the closet with our puppies, and about 2 or 3 minutes later it was over. And then we opened the front door to see, and it was all gone.
Now, with pieces of the trailer and the furniture inside strewn across the lawn,
We're trying to clean up our mess as much as we can.
in this neighborhood near Main Street, the roof of this home got ripped off, the strong gusts carrying it all the way down the road.
It's very strange how it landed exactly where it did.
Neighbor Jason Mass says luckily the homeowners are out of town, but it was scary this kind of destruction happened feet away from him.
We just started seeing the wind and the trees and everything, and all within 30 seconds, we're like, okay, it's time to duck for cover.
On Mustang Road, even more homes are damaged. Broken bricks line the walls at Walt Disney Elementary School.
I've never seen this much damage.
And at this daycare center, they're dealing with broken windows and parts of the roof hanging from trees.
Really have poured our heart and soul into this center for many years, so it's really hard to see it getting damaged.
The Brazoria County Sheriff's Office says there were multiple touchdown points.
I would estimate we've got damage to at least 10 homes, if not more. Again, we'll still have to assess and fully compile a list of damage, but it was pretty significant.
Manville Mayor Dan Davis coming to neighboring Alvin to lend a helping hand.
We all step out to help each other. So my son and I have been out here surveying the damage and finding ways to utilize the resources and the network that we have to help those in need. In Brazoria County, we all band together to help each other out in times of need, and especially when disasters strike.
Now, a reported tornado left behind damages in Texas' Montgomery County on Saturday. The National Weather Service has not confirmed that a twister touched down in the county, but there are reports of downed trees and damaged homes, as well as damage to stations of 154 of the East Montgomery County Fire Department. The fire department said it remains fully operational and all pending calls have been cleared. So far, there are reports of minor injuries, but no fatalities. And that leads us to our viewer poll for today. Do you know anyone who is impacted by the recent storms? I know people, especially my family back in hometown Mississippi, that are impacted. But so far, in the lead is no, I don't know anyone affected. And to participate in our viewer poll, come to crossroadstoday.com/vote, and we will have the latest here at 10. The city of Victoria is set to host its second New Year's Eve blast-off event. Riverside Stadium is in the location on a New Year's Eve this Tuesday. It begins at 6 p.m. The event will feature games and inflatables for children, as well as food trucks and live music. The event ends with a fireworks show Saturday at 9 p.m. Dramatic video shows the moment a Bright Line train slams into a fire truck in Delray Beach, Florida. The truck, responding to an emergency, crosses the tracks despite the gates being down, leading to a devastating impact.
This morning, heart-stopping video shows the moments a Brightline passenger train slams into a fire truck as it attempts to cross the tracks in Delray Beach, Florida. You see the train quickly approaching, and the crossing gates appear to be down. Other cars are stopped, but the truck goes through, and then the moment of impact.
Oh my God. Can you please tell me they're okay?
Bystanders watching it all unfold, running over to help.
Did the driver get out? That's all I want to know.
The front of the train destroyed, mangled metal and shattered glass left behind, and the truck flipped on its side, also badly damaged. Officials say 12 people on board were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. 3 firefighters also hurt.
2 of them were trauma alerted or deemed critical at the scene.
Authorities say they were responding to an emergency call when this happened Saturday just before 11 a.m. All of them now in stable condition.
A man from Colorado is set to appear in court later this week after police says he attacked a television reporter. The alleged incident happened on December 18th in Grand Junction. Police says Patrick Egan followed KKCO reporter Jerron Alex's vehicle for 40 miles. Court document says at one point Egan pulled up next to Alex's vehicle while they were at a stoplight, and Egan reportedly asked Alex if he was an American citizen, and then said, quote, "This is Trump's America now. I am a Marine and I took an oath to protect this country from people like you." For more on today's news story, come to crossroadstoday.com. Don't forget to submit your birthday wishes. Carolina Estrón and Parker Cox will read them live on 25 News Now Sunrise. You can also submit a local military hero so we can recognize them. Stay with us. Coming up, the flu is reaching its peak this season.
Okay, let's take a look at the review of the day. It was nice and warm, 81 degrees with sunny conditions. Low 48 degrees, way above normal for our normal high is 65 normally for this time of year. Actually above normal for the rainfall in December. Starting off the year though, we'll be on the negative side with rainfall. Not expected till then. What about cool temperatures for New Year's? We'll take a look coming up.
A terrifying passenger plane crash captured on video in South Korea. Nearly everyone on the board the plane killed in one of the nation's worst air disasters, the Boeing 737 landing on its belly, then veering off the runway and crashing into a wall before bursting into flames.
Jeju Air Flight 2216 exploded into flames after something went terribly wrong while landing at Won International Airport in South Korea. The 15-year-old Boeing 737 landed without its landing gear deployed on its belly at high speed, then veered off the runway before slamming into a concrete wall and bursting into flames. Local transportation officials say before landing, the control tower issued a warning of possible bird strike, and the pilot sent a distress signal immediately afterwards. 1 minute later, the pilot issued a mayday call and tried landing the plane.
One of the incident areas here to look at, of course, is why the landing gear was retracted. But there are a lot of different nuances. The timing here is very strange in terms of the alert for birds in the area, then a mayday call, and then several minutes elapsing before the airplane is actually over the runway.
Korean authorities say there were 175 passengers and 6 crew members on board the flight, which had taken off from Bangkok. Just 2 crew members were rescued from the wreckage. Everyone else on board was killed. According to the flight manifest, there were 5 children under the age of 10 on the flight, the youngest just 3 years old. Distraught family members gathered at an airport lounge as fire officials read the names of the victims. Jeju Air's CEO expressing his deepest apologies and accepting responsibility for the crash as the company's top executive. Boeing releasing a statement saying, "We extend our deepest condolences to the families who lost loved ones, and our thoughts remain with the passengers and crew." The plane's black box, which includes the flight data recorder and the cockpit voice recorder, has been recovered, partially damaged. The NTSB saying on Sunday it is leading a team of U.S. investigators, including representatives of Boeing and the FAA, to assist Korean officials with their investigation into what caused this tragic crash. Inez de la Quatera, ABC News, London.
Now we are getting our first look at never-before-seen photos showing Joe Biden when he was vice president meeting with some of his son's Hunter Biden Chinese business partners. The National Archives released the image after a pro-Trump legal group made a public record requesting the photos were taken in 2013 when then Vice President Biden made a visit to China. Some photos shows Hunter Biden introducing his father to his Chinese business partners. Another image shows Biden and his son meeting with the Chinese president. House Republicans have long accused President Biden of being involved in or personally profiting from his family's foreign business dealings. The president has denied those accusations. Now, flu season is underway and is picking up steams in recent weeks, according to data released Friday by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Positive tests rose 12% for the week ending December 21st, compared to the week prior. More than 12,000 people were hospitalized from the virus, which is up from nearly 9,000 the week prior. Typically, flu actively starts to pick up around Halloween and peaks in February. However, the virus got off to a later start this year, with the active only just picking up in recent weeks. Medical officials says it is not clear why that is. CDC data also found that flu actively was highest in Louisiana and Oregon the week ending December 20th. Experience our digital streaming service Crossroads Today Plus. Stream our daily newscast and much more using your connected TV. Just download Crossroads Today Plus on your Roku, Fire TV, Amazon, Apple TV, or Android TV. Search Crossroads Today Plus.
We're warm air trying to make inroads back in the state of Texas, but it'll be quickly pushed back down again with another surge of cooler air. What does that mean for our New Year's holiday? We'll take a look coming up in your full forecast. Good Sunday evening, everyone. Trey Mining here. I tell you what, it was a very nice day today, with temperatures currently in the 70s or 80 degrees, a little bit cooler to the north and east toward Houston and the Golden Triangle area. But warm air is trying to make inroads back into the region. It's trying to now and will continue through your day tomorrow. Then the front will move through and cool us down again. So our future temperatures are going to be in the 60s, 50s, coming up for overnight lows in the early morning hours. A little cool feel to the air. Warm back up again as you see toward the afternoon for your Monday. Then toward the evening time, as cooler air comes down from the north, probably in the 40s in a lot of the area coming up for your Tuesday morning, which will be New Year's Eve, of course, with mild temperatures throughout the day. In the 60s for highs. So noticeably cooler than we have been seeing the last couple of days. And fog will be an issue early in the morning. Let's take a look at the future visibilities of what, don't we, as we go through, run this model all the way through until about, let's see, go through the rest of your day on Sunday, which is no problems at all. Good visibilities for the rest of the day today into the overnight tonight. Then see fog begin to form along US 77, more than likely near the coast by 5 a.m. Getting near zero visibility coming up by 7 a.m. in the morning. So if you're driving early in the morning time tomorrow, please be careful out there. Use those low headlight beams and reduce that speed. Take it slow because we want you to arrive safely at your destination. The storm brought all the severe weather to southeastern Texas is way up in the northeast coast now toward North Carolina, South Carolina, up to about New York State down to Florida. High pressure pushing it along, giving us a good weather for today. But this high pressure cell will move on through the east with time, giving us a return flow. It's pretty much already doing that as we speak. And the next front out west here will be in our neighborhood coming up by late in the day Tuesday into your day on Wednesday, more than likely, coming up probably earlier in the day on Tuesday actually, with another dose of cooler air. Not any cold air, not any Canadian air, but more of the West Coast type of air, which will be a little bit cooler, but not anything too drastically cold. Is reinforce the good weather that we'll have continuing for the rest of the week. And for Victoria, sunny skies for your day tomorrow. Waking up with a little bit of fog early in the morning time. Be careful out there driving. With high temperatures in the 70s or 80 degrees. More than likely above 80, more than likely again. Quail, sunny skies throughout the day with clear skies at night. With high temperatures near 80 degrees or topping that. And then in Port Lavaca, looking pretty nice again, sunny skies. Get out there and enjoy the day, a little bit of a breeze. Above normal temperatures for the daytime high, of course, as we'll see. But getting a little closer to normal as we head toward your day Tuesday when the front comes on through. And New Year's Day, starting off the new year, partly cloudy skies with cool conditions. Lows in the 40s, highs in the 60s. And beginning to see the temperatures kind of regulate a little bit. Warmer coming up by the weekend with maybe a rain shower chance by then. Otherwise, pretty calm forecast, pretty nice overall. A little bit cooler just in time for your New Year's Day. And take a look at this right here. This is the QR code. Let's take a look at that. Get your smartphone, scan the code, be connected with us. That'll take you to a webpage. You can download our app, News, Weather, and Sports, at your fingertips. Very easy, convenient, and free of charge to use. You know what's going on here in the Crossroads. And this guy here knows what's going on in sports. That's Ray Robinson.
Thank you, Trey. As we prepare to bid a farewell to 2024, I'll have a brief recap of some of our biggest moments in the Crossroads coming up in sports. It's been an eventful year for sports here in the Crossroads. Championships, deep playoff runs, big signings, and more. So with all that being said, here's your 2024 sports recap. Looking back on this season, one of the main focus that we covered here in the Crossroads was athletic performance. The dangerous heat temperature sparked concern for our athlete organizations, and that local districts in our areas implemented or had their own temperature protocols.
You completely take the wet bulb out of it. I mean, it's not hot. You're not worried about kids having heat-related illnesses, that kind of stuff.
But the athletic performance didn't just end there. This past fall, we was at Victoria East and highlighted how athletes with multiple sports transition.
There is different trainings that's involved, but for the most part, we're training athletes. Like right now, we're in off-season baseball. We're training them to be more explosive, better athletes. So really, the training that we're doing, it will help them when they go to basketball.
And with great athletic performance comes championships. And in some cases, the Crossroads has had their fair share of collecting hardware this past year. The Shiner softball team opened up the year winning state. And in the summer, the Victoria Generals captured the Texas Collegiate League Championship.
To first base, they have done it! 6 long years, and it's...
It feels great. I mean, we have always had great regular seasons, and we were able to put it all together here this year, and testament to all the players, all the fans, host family, sponsors, everyone part of this organization put this together.
We ended the year on a high note this December at Jerry's World as the Ganado Indians took home their first ever 2A Division I championship. We also learned that hard work truly does pay off. We've seen that at the highest of levels here at the Crossroads with our athletes, as 2 athletes from the Crossroads were drafted in the 2024 NFL Draft. Cuero's own Jordan Whittington being selected in the 6th round, and Hallettsville's own Jonathan Brooks being selected 46th overall. And yes, there was many more memories and bright moments that our sports team covered in 2024. But here's to hoping that 2025 we can create more and better memories. All right. The Dallas Cowboys, with only 2 more games remaining in the regular season for them, and they was on the road today taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, and this was not a great for the Cowboys at all. Early on in the game, C.J. Gardner-Johnson makes a pick 6 on 69 yards. Unfortunately, Dallas QB replacement Cooper Rush only had 142 yards thrown for total with 2 interceptions, and this was definitely a precursor of what to come on this previous game. But the Cowboys was able to put something on the board, but they lose to the Eagles. Final score, 41-7. And the Tidehaven girls basketball team was in action this past weekend at the Louise tournament. They beat Yorktown in their first matchup 47-9, and they beat El Campo in their second matchup 52-36. And this was enough for them to place first place in their tournament. Mary Johnson and Micah Reed both were selected for all tourney. And they will be in action this Friday hosting Hallettsville, another Crossroads team, for their district game. But that does it for your sports. Amaya?
Thank you so much, Ray. Coming up, stay with us. Burgers and Breakfast are celebrating tomorrow for this one special ingredient. Stay with us. Grab your cell phones and scan this QR code. This is your quick response code to download the Crossroads Today app. You can watch us anytime, anywhere, get breaking news alerts, and vote in our viewer polls. Submit news, tips, and photos. You will also know all about our ongoing contests. And all of the days of the year, Monday is not the time to say hold the bacon. That's because it is National Bacon Day. A bacon lover are expected to celebrate it either at breakfast, perhaps with a side of eggs or a toast, or later in the day. Bacon is no longer just a breakfast item. People sprinkle bacon onto sandwiches, soup, appetizers, even some cocktails like that is included. The United States and Canada make bacon from the pork belly. Other countries around the world use the side and back cuts of the pork. The meat is cured in either a salt brine or a salt pack. It is either dried, boiled, or smoked. On average, about half of all Americans eat at least a pound of bacon each year. A pound of bacon. Now, I know I eat bacon sandwiches. I don't know if y'all know anything about.
They say hold that bacon.
They said hold that bacon.
You know who said that?
Who said that?
Nobody.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but okay.
Because bacon's good. Why they want to hold that bacon?
Yeah, why would they want to hold that bacon? I love bacon.
I love it too.
I love me some good bacon. So now we were talking about bacon, turkey bacon. But yeah, now we're talking about bacon. Let's see how the weather's looking.
Ooh, we're not baking with temperatures, thankfully. Pretty comfortable, 82 degrees for your day tomorrow. And for New Year's Eve, Tuesday, we'll be cooling down in the 60s and the 40s for lows. Entering the new year on the cool side, highs, low 60s, lows in the 40s. Looking pretty good overall. Maybe a slight rain chance on Sunday, but that's far off still. In the meantime, looking pretty good overall to start the new year.
Well, we see it's going to be baking up for Monday. But thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you tonight. 25 News Now at 10.